return for everything you do. The soul you are is forever after, and the soul goes on. Soul goes on. The soul goes on. Soul goes on. The soul goes on. Soul goes on. Soul goes on. Soul goes on. You won't be here forever. One day you'll have to go. From here to there, you're just switching places, leaving the physical and going to the spiritual. You'll get there and you'll see familiar faces, and the soul goes on. Soul goes on. 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 Don't know what heaven's like, don't need to know. Whatever it is you'll see when you get there. Everybody's got some seed, we all just need to sow. Do what good you can now, don't just sit there. And the soul goes on. Soul goes on. 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 God tells us death is a messenger of joy. He says you got no need to grieve. Your last day here on earth is your first in the Baha'i kingdom, when the prison of the body sets the spirit free. Soul goes on. Soul goes on. Soul goes on. Soul goes on. Creator gave you life, and man gave you a name. How you lived and learned is all you got. All you got. Let virtue be your wealth, and love all just the same. Don't let this time be all for now. And the soul goes on. Soul goes on. 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 Soul goes on.
We have to accept the fact that, well, we have to deal with the fact that today is not a good time. Well, I don't know, the globes, I think we're in the middle of an undeclared World War III, I really do. That's just me, it's not anything to my brother writings, that's just on the book of Tony. And I don't mean it, I mean, it's global, but it also seems to be everywhere we are. I mean, even in our own nation. We all know that here lately in the news, and you know, we've heard about, I gotta tell you, I'm gonna go ahead and go there. I'm black. I know you hadn't noticed, but I am.
No way.
Yeah, the whole thing action or not, but I can tell you that as an African American, I walk around and I drive around all day, consciously aware of the fact that I'm African American. And well, that's my daughter, folks, so she can't get away from it. You know, there's so many things, and this is not a song about that. It really is a song about Baha'u'llah. But you know, there are times when we know that we're being treated unfairly, and there were times that Baha'u'llah was very much treated unfairly. I mean, he spent most of his life in prison, and I think about the fact that in the writings, long ago, his son actually pointed out that one of the issues, this is in the early 20th century, and Abdul Baha, Baha'u'llah's son, pointed out that one of the issues that was on the horizon at that time was the funneling of money into the building of prisons instead of the building of schools. Now, this song, again, not about that, but his father, Baha'u'llah, was imprisoned for much of his life, and one of the worst prisons that he was in is a prison called Sichal. And this is a song about his imprisonment there, but it's a song of triumph. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to sing this song. It's called 3 Flights Down. Is it the low? Oh my God, it is. It's way up. I hit the low string so loud, so hard. Hang on. You have to do there though. You have to leave. I probably need to tune it every time after I play it because I really bang on the top string. It sounds beautiful, huh? With a string on too. Wow. Hang on. It wasn't too safe. And I'm tuned. We pause for a short break with technical difficulties.
At least it's not a wardrobe malfunction.
There we go. You know, we were actually supposed to have a third person here with us. We actually call ourselves Souls of the Fireside. I am the untuned soul of the Fireside. The out-of-tune soul of the Fireside. No, but we were supposed to have a third person with us. Some of you know Daryl King, and Daryl was supposed to come down with us, and he had some issues, some health challenges that wouldn't allow him to come. And so I told him when he called me this morning and said he wouldn't be able to come. I told him that anything that goes wrong this evening, we blame him. So it's Daryl's fault. This song is called 3 Flights Down. It's the in-tune version.
Let me tell you all a story about Baha'u'llah. He was humble, he was holy, the glory of God. But they took him and they chained him in a prison underground. In that dark and dirty sea of chalk, they took him 3 flights down. Oh, they had my Lord in shackles. He was tortured and bound. Down those dark and narrow stairways, there was sorrow all around, with the weight of heavy chains just bearing down. But God said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. They took him 3 flights down in that prison. will deliver you from 3 flights down. Every time his enemies, they thought that they had won. No matter just how bad it seemed, their plans would come undone. When it seemed like times were darkest, like evil was gonna win, the omnipotent, the all-bountiful would step right on in. They took him 3 flights down in that prison underground. One way in, one way out, where no joy could be found. But he had God on his side and he was glory bound. But God said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. Sunshine follows shadow, new dawn follows night. The doings of the wrong are overcome by right. As God can bring us happiness and take away our pain, he gave my Lord the victory, and in triumph now he reigns. They took him 3 flights down in that prison underground. One way in, one way out, where no joy could be found. But he had God on his side and he was glory bound. But God said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. Now everybody say,
3 flights down,
oh Lord,
3 flights down,
my, my, my.
3 flights down,
Kindred spirits,
3 flights down,
kindred souls,
3 flights down,
Holy Spirit.
3 flights down.
But God said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. So when your soul feels heavy, when there's trouble all around, just think about Baha'i in that prison underground. God is on your side, and his love knows no bounds, and he can lift you out of trouble when you're feeling like you're 3 flights down. They took him 3 flights down in that prison underground. One way in, one way out, where no joy could be found. But he had God on his side and he was glory bound. But God said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. Yes, he said, my child, I will deliver you from 3 flights down. And you know he did deliver my Lord from 3 flights down. 3 flights down.
3 flights down,
3 flights down.